Yeah, it was a frustrating game to watch. I don't sort of normally get that frustrated, but tonight was frustrating. You know, we just didn't get any rhythm pretty much the whole game. Like, any time we got some ascendancy, we just give it straight back with either an error or a penalty or something. And that just went like that the whole game, you know. And the clock ran out. So, yeah.
Not like you get so frustrated when you're pretty laid back. What particularly today sort of put you in that mood?
I just think it was we lost that game. Yeah, that's what I think. You know, in periods of like some really good play, we had like, you know, whether it was defensively or offensively, we had some really good periods of play, but we just couldn't put them together. So, you know, and that's, you just invite the opposition in if you do that. So, you know, you kind of think, well, 40 minutes of it, you can sort of try and address it. Second half, we started okay, and the pattern continued. So, yeah, that was the most disappointing thing. That you sort of hope that it kind of address itself throughout the game, but just didn't tonight.
Do you feel the same way, Chris, as one that got away?
Oh yeah, so it was very frustrating out there. Just felt like every time we got a little bit of momentum, we just let them off the hook with a poor error or a penalty, and then compound that, you know, with a couple of soft tries, and then, you know, did the hard work to get back into the game and you know, get a try or get the lead and straight away let them off the hook again. So it was just every time, you know, we made a few inroads, we just gave them the ball back, and yeah, all night it wasn't very frustrating.
What positives did you take out of it?
I think we've like grown in terms of confidence, you know, throughout the year. I think our football's actually better, but we're not doing as, you know, we're not being consistent enough, you know, and just letting the pressure off or not applying it well enough at times. You know, it might be just, you know, dealing with a bit of success, probably more than we you know, envisaged, and that's you know, when you've got the ascendancy, you got to do better at it, you know. So that's all part of the, you know. But we're obviously a learning team and still growing, and tonight's another one of those. It's a disappointing result, but yeah, we've just got to put those periods of momentum, I guess.
What do you mean by the success? You're saying, you said that success didn't necessarily come. You're saying it's a mental thing that.
Oh, I don't know.
Let the standards drop.
Well, I just thought you know, I feel like the confidence in the team's growing. As, you know, what sort of football we can play, and you know, maybe that's, you know, we've just got to learn how to basically do that once we've actually, you know, we're actually in control. And tonight we didn't really get enough control for long enough. Probably you could look back to last week too, and there's, you know, there's probably times there where we could have been, once we were sort of in a bit more control, you know, really press on. So yeah, but that's also a learning thing, and the NRL is very much based on possession, and we either gave it up or allowed them to have repeat sets through penalties or whatever. And as I said, it was just a pattern throughout the game. So I honestly feel like we're starting to play better footy, but we just have to manage the game better.
You're a better side to watch than you were earlier in the year, attack-wise. I mean, it's about finding a balance between where you were then and where you are now. Or are you happy with the way your attack is?
Yeah, I was happy with attack and defence for chunks, you know, but we just couldn't put it together. And when we did, I guess, build pressure either through our defence or through attack, we would let it off. And, you know, Parramatta are a team that when they have, you know, when they're feeling good and, you know, they get a lot of threat in them, and they're a handful, and we just offered them way too many opportunities to pose that threat.
So Noah came into the side tonight. How do you feel he went out?
Yeah, I thought he had a pretty good impact. He was pretty strong throughout the game. Yeah, so, you know, we're always solid in a squad where, you know, we're going to use most of the guys. It's good to have guys that are hungry, and I think Mahey was one of those.